Yo,
What's up?
Big Black.
What up? What up?
What's good, man? I don't know, my connection is a little slow. Hold on. I gotta take these off.
I gotta take mine off too.
All right. You still hear me?
I'm like hearing my. There we go. Because I was hearing myself talk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same here. Man, so how's everything good with you, man? You got this Gatorade thing going on, man.
Yeah.
Trying to get. I'm trying to get there too, man.
Yeah. I was supposed to announce this Gatorade thing today, but they wanted me to hold off on it. But I'll just show you. So they just invited me to the little.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So big things going on right now.
Yeah, man. We all working hard, man. Yeah, I got a little something going on myself that I'm trying to work on right now. Hopefully,
So have you always been into like being an analyst and things like that, or is this kind of like just like a new gig? Because TikTok was a new gig for me. So I'm just
for real, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, like I've always been involved in sports, but I really didn't like get big into it until like a few months ago. Like probably maybe like 2-3 months ago, and that joint like just got really huge for me.
yeah, the one you did of AJ and I don't even call him Deshaun, I call him Donald, but yeah,
Donald.
Yeah, did a Donald and AJ. Those were hilarious.
Yeah. But all right, man, let's get into the discussion, man. So like, all right, so what high school did you go to, man? What
I went to I went to Olympic High School in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
You know, I think everybody and their mama knows I'm from Charlotte. I claim it in almost all of the videos at least once or twice. I mean, I got a Carolina flag, Panther flag right there. So yeah, some people get it twisted because they think it's like Blue Lives Matter. I'm like, first of all, man, like, no.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the Carolina flag.
Yeah, that's the Carolina Panther flag. But everybody just sees this sometimes.
Oh, okay,
and,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
think,
I can't see the Panther, but I'm seeing, but I see the stripes and stuff. Okay, all right, that makes sense. All right, so were you highly recruited coming out of high school?
Not really. Because I played basketball in high school. I played down football till I got to Florida. So in high school I was just. Oh, you didn't know that?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I didn't. Yeah, I didn't play a down to football till I got to Florida. So like I was just recruited playing basketball. Like I played a little bit of 3, 4, 5. I was the tallest guy on my team at like 6'6". So 9 times out of 10 I had to play center. So the biggest, I guess, conversations that I had with D1 schools were Clemson and West Virginia, but they were nothing more than like a couple conversations. So I was gonna go to one of the other, just be like a preferred walk on. But the people that were recruiting me, that they either left or they got fired. So that just kind of fell through. And I just, some D2 schools were offering, but I wasn't really big on D2. And plus, I grew up a Gator fan. My dad went to Florida. I have aunts, uncles, cousins that they all went to Florida. So it was kind of like in the blood. So once I got accepted to Florida for school, it was kind of like a no-brainer. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a Gator, and if I can walk on here, cool. If not, that's cool too. I'll just be a student. And crazy how things change.
Right. All right. So you played basketball in high school, and then when you got into Florida, you walked on to play football. Now, why'd you want to play football and not basketball?
So I actually did for basketball, but again, a guy that I spoke to, he got a head coach job at Florida Atlantic, so it was kind of like deja vu. So I was like, all right, well now what? So like my freshman and sophomore year, I just played intramural basketball, intramural flag football, and then flag football just kind of became my niche because it was literally like me, a 6'6", 200-pounder at the time versus a whole bunch of like 5'8", 5'11", dudes, and just snagging everything. And it got to the point where it got kind of boring. And
Okay.
so there was just one night, a couple, because sometimes when you see athletes on campus, they wear all the gear and the slides and stuff. So they just happened to be at my game, and I had like 4 or 5 touchdowns that night. And they asked me if I thought about walking on, and I told them straight up, I was like, honestly, no, because I've never played tackle football before. Like, I know it's completely different than flag football. Flag, you just like touching a flag, like,
Yeah.
and regular football, you have every right to just knock someone's head off. So I know it's completely different. So they said I should give it a shot, and then they were telling me how it was the best decision they ever made. So initially, I kind of let it go through one ear and out the other, but then I went to that LSU game that weekend, which was like Coach Mullen's like first signature win as a head coach, and just kind of seeing the atmosphere, and just kind of like sometimes you just daydream, you just kind of like look around, and then that kind of sold it for me. So I told like all my friends and all my my family like back home that I was gonna give it a shot, and I knew it was like a 1 in a million shot because I've never played before, so I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna dedicate like 3 to 4 months of just like trying to get in shape, just trying to meet with some people to get some workouts in. And if it works out, cool. If not, then I can at least say, hey, I tried. And so, long story short, I just spent just time like dedicating myself. I just was committed to everything. And then I tried out in February of 2019 and voila, made it.
Team. Okay. That's what's up. I mean, that's an interesting story, man. So how is Dan Mullen as a coach, man?
He cool as he cool as hell, man. Like a lot of people. I see a lot of times like on Twitter, people try to label him, but he's like one of the most chill, down to earth people. Like on and off the field, his family is amazing. His son, his daughter, they're freaking sweethearts. And but yeah, he's a real family man. He's a player's coach. Like he talks to everybody. He doesn't just kind of just shed the walk-ons in a little corner. He talks to everybody. Like even like before games, he'll dab everybody up and say like, how we feeling? You ready? You good to go? And so he's definitely a really good players coach. I loved him, and I even told him after after the season was over this past year, I told him, I was like, do you realize that like this whole like little platform thing that I got was because of you? And because I told him, I don't even think he realized it. And then so I remember just having like a good 10-minute conversation with him, and like so yeah, me and him are like this. So anytime I go back to the facilities, it's all welcome in arms. So yeah, he was an amazing coach. Amazing.
All right. So what were practices like in Florida, man? Because I didn't know that's you ain't never played football before, and then boom, you're playing D1 college football. That's that's a huge jump from not playing football and then playing to like one of the top schools in the nation and going through practices. So how was practice like, man?
I'll be real. My first year, it was rough. It was rough because while I was still trying to like grasp the game of football, I was also trying to grasp like the playbook. Where to line up, how to line up. The certain depth of routes, a certain position in when blocking. So it was just like, I mean, I was starting from literally like football, like lower than 101. I'm talking about like maybe football 50 or something like that. So it was just like, it was definitely like a learning curve. Like that first year was just kind of like a learning experience, like for me to be able to grasp like, okay, this is how the systems work, even beyond practice, like the workouts, the meetings and all that. But yeah, practices, they used to be physical. And fortunately, before camp started my first year, I got in reasonably pretty good shape. Like I got to about like 230, 240. So I got a little stronger, so I was able like to take some of the hits. But if I just walked in at like 200, when I was just playing flag football, to be honest with you, I probably would have thought about leaving or hitting the portal or something like that. But yeah, those practices were physical, man. I mean, especially camp. I mean, it's 2 to 3 hours of just nonstop, just like hitting heads. I mean, it seemed like every drill we did, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams, it was like we were just hitting heads 24/7. So after the first week, I honestly thought about it. I was like, man, I don't know if this is for me. But then I had a conversation with my tight end coach at the time, Larry Scott, who's now the head coach. Is it Howard? I believe Howard. But yeah, he told me just to stay with it. You know, trust me. A lot of walk-ons think the same thing. You know, once they get in the system and once they understand everything, it's going to be just fine. And thank God I took his word for it, because that was an amazing year. I got to witness some amazing games. Of course, get an Orange Bowl ring out of the first year, and then my senior year, everything was so much fun. Everything was a lot easier because I understood the system. I understood the plays. I understood like how things operated. So it was like, okay, now I can kind of go in here like with a little swagger in my step. Like my junior year, I had absolutely no drill. I would literally walk in there just kind of like Devontae, that famous picture of Devontae Smith where he's just kind of standing there.
Yeah.
That was literally me like almost every day. But so then I had to get my dread, every day. Sometimes I would wear like a little sleeve and some high socks depending on how I felt. But yeah, my senior year, it was just an amazing curtain call, because it was like everything that I learned from junior year up to then, it was so worth it. I mean, it was the best 2-year experience of my life.
Okay. All right. So name some of the players that you've had the pleasure of playing with.
Got to start with Kyle Pitts, right?
Of course, I knew it was coming.
Gotta start with Kyle Pitts. I mean, we played the same position. I feel like I'm one of only a few guys in the world that knows him like on a personal level. He's really laid back, and I don't know if he's ever gonna see this, but he is really into jazz. Like, he's really into jazz and like old school R&B. Like, he barely listens to any rap. Like, his playlist is straight jazz, R&B, a little bit of soul, and it's like he's like so chill. But like when he gets on the field, he just kind of like flips a switch. He just talks so much trash, but he backs it up. I mean, he kills everybody. So he was definitely. Oh, he was also an amazing mentor. I mean, even though I'm like a year older than him, he showed me the ropes, because I know a lot of times players they'll just kind of like ignore the walk-ons because they're just kind of like there. But he was never that way. He's always been a bit of down to earth guy. He's been a brotherly figure, since the beginning. So we actually stay in touch. I actually called him the other day and asked him if he saw the whole drama with the pictures where like wherever you would Google him and my face would pop up, and he said he never saw it, and then I said just Google yourself real quick, and then first thing comes out of his mouth is, why the hell your face on there? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
That was so first saw it, because like you had posted it, and I was like, man, let me see if this is true. Then I went and Googled it. I was like, oh snap. I was real.
Yeah, cause like people kept tagging me on Instagram, and then they were like, what like, why did you put your face? I'm like, oh, put it on what? And then I looked, and I was like, oh, they must have did that like little Google twist. And so I looked at the page, it was Pick Six. They had like 100-some thousand followers. I was like, you can't mess that up. You can't mess that up. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I ended up just talking to him about it. I mean, we were all joking, and it was funny because Barstool posted it, and there was this one comment I screenshotted it. He was like, "At this point, you might as well be the one going on the podium." So I mean, he wasn't lying too, because I'll gladly take a little step on the podium.
Oh man, that's mad funny, yo. All right, so walk me through you guys' game day. Every time you guys had a game, how were you guys mentally preparing for that game? What was happening? What was going on? What were you guys doing game?
So I'll take it like to the night before. So the night before, we have like this thing called the Best Fridays in football. So that's really just a time for us, to take the load off, just kind of joke around, play like a little bit of flag football for fun, just to kind of get the blood flowing that night. And then we'll have this really big functional formalized team dinner where, Coach Savage, who's our strength coach, would give us some words, Coach Mullen, and we would just have this like amazing buffet. I'm talking fried chicken, shrimp, steak, Hawaiian bread, mac and cheese. Like, it was the meals. That's one thing that I miss probably more than anything, was the meals, because those things were so good, man. It was, oh man, I used to take plates home, just like a whole stash of them. But yeah, so we would just have the team meals that night, and then let's just say it's a 3:30 game, so we would wake up at like 8 or 9, do like a little Gator walk, or not Gator walk, but like a Gator mile. So like we just rock around like the hotel facility a couple times, just kind of get a little juiced up, have a team breakfast, and then we'll have like a team walkthrough. We'll have team like team meetings, and then we'll have more walkthroughs. Like I think we have like 2 walkthroughs that day leading up to the game, and then we'll just have meetings, and then they'll give us like an hour or so to kind of just like get some rest before the game, and then after that we'll have like a little like 5-minute meeting before we head out, take the bus to the stadium, do the little Gator walk, and then once we're there, we just start getting ready for the game. We warm up for like a couple hours. We split it up with offense and defense because everybody can't be on the field at the same time. And then after that, we just we get it. We put the pads on, and then we rolling.
Most lit stadium that you had to play or you've been in?
LSU.
I was thinking that.
LSU for sure.
I was gonna say it would either be LSU, Bama, or Auburn, but LSU.
Yeah, so we didn't. The only time we played Bama was in the SEC championship game, and that was that's neutral. But yeah, when we played Auburn here my junior year, that was probably the craziest experience I've ever seen in my life. Like it was literally filled like during warmups. This is like 2 hours before the game starts, and it was literally filled to capacity. And so like we couldn't even hear our coaches giving us the signals because it was so loud, so we couldn't even warm up properly. But yeah, that Auburn game was crazy. That LSU game was crazy. But I called it after they beat us. I was like, man, these dudes finna win the national championship. I literally called it. I told my homeboy, I'm like, look, man, they already, because personally, I think we had the best defense in the country my junior year. So I was like, if they can get through us, it's a walk in the park, and they made it look that way. So.
All right. So funniest college moments that you had.
I wouldn't say funny, but I would just say embarrassing. Something that I wish I did not do, and wish I knew not to do when I got there. So honestly, I'll just pull up the text message while I'm getting ready. Hold on a second.
Whenever text messages roll, it gotta be embarrassing and funny.
Oh yeah, trust me. Do I not have this? I know I got. Hold on, I know I got this text. Here it is. Okay, so this is going back to July 8th, 2019. So around that time, I think I was like a couple weeks in working out with the team. I haven't had my first official practice yet, but I was there, and so a big thing nowadays, jersey numbers. So we had this like automated app where they would send like text messages to all of us, and so they were like, all newcomers and guys who want a number change, text Coach Mullen. I wish that I knew that didn't really apply to walk-ons because they don't really care what number they give us. I wish I knew that. No one told me that, but I text Coach Mullen. I was like, I'm gonna talk about. I was like, hey, Coach Mullen, and I said, it's Clifford Taylor the fourth. Walk on tight. Hold on. Oh, come on, clear up. I'll just read it. It says, hey, Coach Mullen, it's Clifford Taylor, parentheses, walk on tight end. I just got told by the equipment guys that I had to grab a jersey number from you and or John Clark, who was like our personnel guy. It's 14. It's 14 or 34 available by chance. 14. Now that's a pretty big, but 14. Like I was starting high, and I was like, left me on red. Left me on red. Never. Like for the rest of my life, that little red button right there for the rest of my life.
Oh my God!
For the rest of my life.
I'd be like, That's why I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but see, that's the thing. I was bold. I was just like, man. I mean, it's better than not doing anything. So I shot my shot, and I was like, yo, man, 14, 30, because like 34 was my high school basketball number. So I was like, okay, let me just keep it, or let me just, get 14. And then I walked in that locker room and I seen 45, and I'm like, I like it. It worked out because April 5th is my birthday. So hey, 4 or 5. I mean, hey,
okay. All right, yeah,
fitting. So, and I guess I kind of did it for the culture because nowadays I'll see like little high school kids like sending me like Instagram or Snap stories saying like I'm wearing 45 because of you. So I guess I did something right. I guess I did something right.
All right, so I mean that's all now. So what's currently happening for you right now? Life after football.
Huh?
I said life after football. What's happening? What's currently happening for you, man?
Well, for starters, I got rid of a whole lot of this body fat that they gave me. So that's number one. I'm trying to regain my, I guess my basketball figure, but maintain the muscle. So working out every day. Done with school. I graduate in August. I chose to walk in August because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to walk in spring because of COVID. And I wanted to make sure that I, shook the man's hand. But yeah, right now, just chilling, making content, reaching out with people. I signed with an agency about a month ago now. They've been, reaching out to people about, being a potential partner. I actually did some content recently for Hologear, which is kind of going everywhere right now. I see on Snapchat where it's kind of like holographic, like shirts, hoodies, footballs, headbands, like everything. And so I've just been doing a lot of like content for company. And then I did one for this new like Tinder called Snack, which is like the video version of Tinder or something like that. Doing stuff for them, doing stuff for Gatorade now. So yeah, that's going on. And I still go to the facilities every now and then just to kind of just check in, just kind of work out whenever I can, but trying not to get in the way. So yeah, just making content, job searching, because my major is graphic design, so that obviously comes first. So just job hunting and making content. That's what I've been up to, and working out.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, man. I'm glad that you took the opportunity to talk to me, man.
Yeah, my apologies for last week. Last week was just
man.
wild. They had me running with that. They had me running with this thing called Players Trunk, which is kind of like an athlete's Goodwill, where you just give your clothes out for people to buy. And yeah, I just had so much going on last. I was like literally pulling hair. So, but yeah, I'm so glad I was finally able to do this, man. And I appreciate you reaching out because this was funny, man.
Always Big Black.
Big Black.
I'm always gonna laugh. I was like, yo, I don't know why I said that when I made that video. Why? I was like, man, why did it just pop in my head, yo?
I saw that. Because, man, you almost had me choke on my cereal when you said that. I was like, oh, man. The video only been like 10 seconds and he already like getting me.
Oh, my God.
Well, shout out my boy Chance. Shout out Chance. He funny, man. He used to hoop for UCF. He's funny. Man. Oh man.
Dude, man.
Big Black.
All right, bro. I know you gotta go. I know you ain't got that much time, so I'm gonna let you go. Shit. I'm waiting for my girl to get here right now. So
yeah.
Shoot, man, but it's definitely been a pleasure, bro.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Thank you for making the vid about walk on. So I just want to make a PSA to the people on here. So to the people that follow me and make me see me doing the videos about the walk-ons, I just got these earbuds today because I noticed this little thingy right here. This thing is a game changer because I tried doing it with the AirPods, it don't work. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing a whole lot of walk-on videos about the lifestyle, the stereotypes, all that. I got another video coming tomorrow, and then I'm gonna do some Q&As for you guys. So yeah, a lot of videos coming soon. I'm gonna be very, very busy. So
hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. We all ready for it.
All right, man. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, you too, man. Take care.
Peace.